Hey everyone, and welcome to another video from the IB Math series. This time I will be covering question 2 from the 2021 TZ1 IB exam. This question states, consider an arithmetic sequence where UA is equal to SA is equal to 8. Find the value of the first term U1 and the value of the common difference D. So first of all, when I see a question like this, I like to first look at the hidden information, I guess. So here, by telling us what U8 and S8 are, we can use that to our advantage and figure out this question. So first up, we know the general equations for UN and SN, so let's write those down. So UN is equal to U1 plus n minus 1d. And Sn is equal to n over 2 times U1 plus UN. That's one formula. The other formula you can find by taking this UN equation over here and plugging it into here. So that I will do that. So this is equal to n over 2 times U1 plus n minus 1d. And this is now equal to n over 2 2U1 plus n minus 1d. So now, if we go back to the question, if we look at the equation for UN, if we subbed in n equals 8, we would basically have the value of n, right? But we wouldn't have the value of UN or D. If we look at this equation right here, if we substitute in n equals 8 again, we would have the value of n, but we wouldn't know the value of U1 only. Because for UN is just subbing in n equals 8 is just U8. And we know that because the question over here gave us that value. If we look at this last equation here, we know the value of S8, we know that n equals 8, but besides that, we don't know U1 or D. So in this case, even though you could choose either equation, it wouldn't be wrong. You could still solve it. I'm going to go with this first equation right here as the one for Sn. And it's because if you do this, you eliminate D in that equation, and you can essentially solve for U1 immediately. So let's go ahead and do that. So first, let's sub in the value of n equals 8 everywhere. So U8 is equal to U1 plus n minus 1. So n is 8, therefore n minus 1 should be 7. 7d. And for S8, this is equal to n over 2. So 8 over 2 is 4. U1 plus U8. Okay, U8 here is 8. So 4 times 8 is 32. And therefore, we have our two equations right here. we have u is equal to, u8 is equal to u1 plus 7d. And we also have S8 is equal to 4u1 plus 32. So now, we know the values of u8 and S8. They're both 8, right? So we can kind of sub that in. And let's label this equation 1 and this equation 2. Now, we can go ahead and solve equation 2. So we have 8 is equal to 4u1 plus 32. If we move 32 to the other side, this becomes a minus 32. And 8 minus 32 is 24. Or negative 24, I should say. And now we can simplify both sides. So then it becomes negative 6 is equal to u1. And we have found the value of u1 that we needed. But now we have to go ahead and find what d is. So what we can do is we can substitute u1 is equal to negative 6 into equation 1. So this would be 8 is equal to u1 plus 7d. So now we have 8 is equal to negative 6 plus 7d. And when you bring this negative 6 to the other side, you get 14 is equal to 7d. And now if you multiply each side by 1/7, then you'll get 2 is equal to d. And now technically we are done the question, but I like to go one step further and actually check to make sure that this actually satisfies both equations. So check. So first of all, when you do a check, you always want to make sure to split up the left side and right side. And here we're going to be plugging the values of u1 and d back into these two equations. So left side is equal to u8. Right side is equal to u1 plus 7d. This is equal to 8 from the question. And the other side, u1 is equal to negative 6 and d is equal to 2. So this would also be equal to 8. And you could also check equation 2, but I think checking one equation is probably enough. So I will leave you to check equation 2 for yourself just to make sure that this solution is actually correct. And with that being said, this question is done. And to make it more official, it's probably best that you write a therefore statement. So therefore, u1 is equal to negative 6 and d is equal to 2. And we are done question 2. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you in the next one.